Good morning, students. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, ma'am.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, ma'am.
In our last class, we have already understood about historians and their sources. Historians and their sources. What
क्या
are
मेरा नाम लिख
sources? What are
क्या बोल
sources
रहे हैं
are
पापा?
Hello.
अच्छा तो बोला तो नहीं ना मेरा नाम.
Switch off the mic. Mic switch off करिए अपना. Please switch off your mic. And if I ask the question, then only answer me because the background, the voices from your house is coming here.
Yes, ma'am.
Switch off your mic, and the one who will answer will only switch on it. So, what all sources did historians use in the past? What all sources historians used in the past? कौन से sources to know about history? What all sources were used by the historians? You have read the lesson? Lesson पढ़ा जो मैंने पढ़ाया था? What all sources historians? You have not read about coins, inscriptions, architecture, and all? Yes.
Ma'am, the rulers of Gupta dynasty.
The rulers of Gupta dynasty is okay. I am asking about historians. What all sources we use today to know about our history? कौन से sources we use करते थे historians?
Ma'am, coins, inscriptions.
Yes, coins, inscriptions, then architecture, textual records. Yes, when printing press was there, publication started, the textual records started to be printed out, है ना? So these with coins and all, these are very helpful sources for us to know about our past. We also have learnt about the libraries and archives. What are archives? Can anybody tell me
Ma'am,
what
a
are
place where documents and manuscripts are stored.
Yes, good, very good. The place where documents and manuscripts are stored safely, है ना?
Document.
Yes. Then when the in the past, then when the invention of printing press was not there, that time uh, who used to copy the manuscripts by hand? Who used to copy the manuscripts by hand when the invention of
Scribe.
scribes? Very good, scribes. When the invention of printing press was not there, so scribes used to copy the people. Who are scribes? Scribes are the people who copy manuscripts by
Manuscript
By
hand
hand.
in past. Clear?
by hand.
By hand. Good. Then, was it easy to copy the manuscripts by hand? Was it
No,
easy?
ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Why? Can you give an example? Why it was not easy for us to, for the scribes to copy the manuscripts? Why?
Ma'am,
Because some letters are not clear.
Yes, good. Some letters were not clear. As example, the example was given as you have been given your friend's notebook to copy down some work. Will you be able to copy down exactly what he has or she has written?
no,
No,
ma'am.
because might be some few words you will not be able to follow. And then what will you will do? What you will do when you will not be able to follow that particular word or sentence?
मैम हम अपने मन से मैम वो वर्ड बना के लिखते हैं.
Yes, very good. You will try to guess what that particular word is, और अपने मन से वो आप सेंटेंस उसको पूरा क्लियर करने के लिए आप अपने मर्जी से कोई भी वर्ड फिट कर दोगे, है ना? So that was the thing. Same thing happened in the with the scribes also. When the scribes used to copy, and they made a changes, small changes, a word here and a sentence there. Then we have read about Ziauddin Barni. Who was Ziauddin Barni? Who
Ma'am,
was
he
Ma'am,
was a
who wrote Chronicle in
Ma'am, chronicle.
1356.
He wrote his chronicle
he
in
was a
1356.
14th century chronicler. He was a 14th century chronicler. 14th century में जो chronicler, who is a chronicler? Who is a chronicler?
Ma'am, who wrote about the non-humans in their rulers' life.
Yes, a person, a chronicler writes about the factual account, जो fact हुआ था, जो exactly जो कुछ हुआ था past में, और वो chronicler वो होता है, वो event by event in order of the occurrence, जैसे जैसे event occur हुए उस type से वो उसको account लिखते हैं, so that is called as a chronicler. So at that time, who was the chronicler? Ziauddin Barni.
The 14th century.
Yes, Ziauddin Barni, the 14th century chronicler. He wrote the chronicler, first chronicler in first chronicle in,
Ma'am, 1356.
1356.
and after 1356 another version, एक और
Ma'am, 2 years later.
2 years later. 2 years later 1356 के बाद कब हुआ? 2 years later. Exactly date
2
नहीं
years.
है, but we can say that he has given our 2 years later second version. The two different from each other. दोनों बहुत कुछ different है, दोनों versions जो है वो बहुत कुछ different है, because and it remained lost in the library collection. Clear till here?
Yeah.
Now today we are going to start with the new topic,
New social and political.
and political order. New social and political order now. The study of the 1,000 years. Now the chapter is again about what is the chapter about? The name of the lesson, facing changes through 1,000 years. So again and again, whenever whichever topic we are taking, the writer is trying to say means remind us that we are talking about the changes which occur in 1,000 years, between which 700 to 1750. So these are the changes which occur during the 1,000 years. The study of 1,000 years between 700 to 1750 is a huge challenge to historians, largely because of scale and variety of developments that occurred over the period. Now, between this 700 to 1750, many changes occurred. Many changes occurred in our past. So, at different moments in this period, new technologies made their appearance, like the Persian wheel in irrigation. Now, new technologies came into in the society. New technologies came, and the invention of Persian wheel was there. Invention of Persian wheel was there, and Persian wheel was used in which? Persian wheel was used in irrigation purpose. Clear? एग्रीकल्चर पर्पस, एग्रीकल्चर में पानी वगैरह देते हैं फील्ड्स वगैरह को, तो वहां पर ये पर्शियन व्हील यूज किया गया. देन अनदर इन्वेंशन इज स्पिनिंग व्हील इन द वीविंग. वीविंग मींस वीविंग ऑफ द क्लॉथ. क्लॉथ को वीव करने के लिए कौन सा व्हील एक और इन्वेंशन हुआ? स्पिनिंग व्हील. एंड द फायर आर्म्स इन कॉम्बैट. फायर आर्म्स इन कॉम्बैट. फायर आर्म्स इन कॉम्बैट मींस फायर आर्म्स क्या होते हैं? एक तरीके से वेपन्स होते हैं. गन पाउडर, वी कैन से गन पाउडर विच इज यूज्ड इन वॉर एंड ऑल. इन हिंदी वी कैन से गोला बारूद. तो ये सब न्यू इन्वेंशंस हुए. कब हुए ये? 1,000 years बिटवीन 700 to 1750. ये सब चेंजेस इस वक्त हुए. Hope it is clear. What is firearms in combat? Aditi, what is firearm in combat means? Firearms in combat means?
Ma'am, can I answer?
I want to ask Aditi first. Yes. Firearms in combat means? Switch on your mic.
मैम गोला बारूद.
गोला बारूद. In English, what I spoke? English में क्या बताया मैंने? Gunpowder, weapons used in the war or battles at that time. Clear? Gunpowder and
Yes,
weapons. Now switch off your video, please. Switch off your video, Aditi. I had not asked you to switch on your videos. Now new foods and beverages arrived in the subcontinent. Now in the subcontinent, which subcontinent they are talking about? Indian subcontinent. So new food and beverages also arrived in the subcontinent. Not only new inventions, that is invention of Persian wheel, spinning wheel and firearms in combat was there, but the new foods and beverages was also there. Now what all these new food and beverages were there? Beverages means drinking tea and coffee and all. So potatoes, corn, chili, tea, and coffee. So these were the new food items and beverages which appeared in the subcontinent. Now remember that all these innovations, new technologies, and crops came along with people who brought other ideas with them as well. Means now these new ideas, new food items, new culture was brought by the people who came here in India. बाहर से जो लोग आए वो अपने साथ अपना कल्चर, अपना ईटिंग हैबिट्स, अपने जो भी रूल्स रेगुलेशंस जो भी वो अपने साथ वो जो फॉलो करते थे वहां पर अपनी जगह पर, वो जब यहाँ पर आए इंडिया में तो यहाँ पर उन्होंने ये सब चीजें भी साथ में लेकर आए. क्लियर? As a result, this was the period of economic, political, and cultural change. So, why this period was called as economic, political, and social cultural changes? Because many new changes appeared in the subcontinent. Why the period is called as economic, political, social, and cultural changes? Why?
Because there are so many changes in the subcontinent.
Many changes appeared in the subcontinent. And how do these changes came here? How do these changes came here? How these changes were brought?
When come in,
These changes were
when
brought by
people
the,
come in, people who came in India.
yes, people who came here in India. So now this was also a period of great mobility. Now this period of 1,000 years, between 750, we are talking about from 700 to 1750. This period, the 1,000 years period, was also the period of great mobility. Now the word mobility means moving from one place to another. Now, groups of people traveled long distances in search of opportunity. जो ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल थे, लोग ग्रुप्स में एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाते थे इन सर्च ऑफ अपॉर्चुनिटीज. कुछ उनको बेनिफिट्स, कुछ वी कैन से अपॉर्चुनिटीज मीन्स मौका, कुछ उनको अच्छा मौका मिल जाए टू मीन्स इम्प्रूव देयर लाइफस्टाइल. तो वो एक जगह से दूसरी जगह वो ट्रेवल करते थे, उनको कुछ अच्छा दिखता था टू ब्रिंग द चेंज इन देयर लाइफ. दे गॉट मेनी अपॉर्चुनिटीज आउटसाइड. कुछ अच्छा मौका दिखता था उनको बाहर. then they used to travel in a group from one place to another. The subcontinent held immense wealth and the possibility for people to carve a fortune. अब ये सबकॉन्टिनेंट के जो इंडियन सबकॉन्टिनेंट की बात कर रहे हैं हम, it had immense wealth. Immense wealth means बहुत ही wealth थी यहाँ पर भारत में बहुत. And do you remember in the past it was called as what? It was called as, इंडिया को भारत को क्या कह के बुलाया जाता था पास्ट में?
हिंदुस्तान.
हिंदुस्तान. और बिकॉज स्पेशली इमेंस वेल्थ थी, बहुत ज्यादा ये पैसा था, खजाना था भारत में, तो कुछ वर्ड बोलते थे उनको.
इंडस.
हाँ,
सोने की चिड़िया.
वेरी
इंडस.
वेरी गुड. सोने की चिड़िया के नाम से बुलाया जाता था ना भारतवर्ष को.
यस मैम.
सोने की चिड़िया बिकॉज भारतवर्ष बहुत ज्यादा वेल्दी, हाँ वेल्दी कंट्री था, ठीक है ना, that is why. And the possibility for people to carve a fortune, possibility of people to carve a fortune means यहाँ आके लोग अपना फ्यूचर सिक्योर कर सकते थे, अपना गुड लक यहाँ पर उनको दिखता था. फॉर्च्यून मीन्स गुड लक. तो बाहर से लोग यहाँ पर अपना गुड लक करने आते थे, मीन्स कुछ अच्छे अपॉर्चुनिटीज मौके मिलते थे उनको यहाँ करके, तो वो यहाँ पर लाइफ उनका बिल्कुल ही लाइफस्टाइल चेंज हो जाता था और उनको उनका गुड लक सामने आता था उनके. बिकॉज द इंडिया दे थॉट दैट इंडिया had the immense wealth. In India they will find immense wealth, they get many opportunities to change their lifestyle. One group of people who became important in this period were Rajputs. एक group of people जो था यहाँ पर आया, they were of Rajputs. Now as the name derived from Rajputra, now this word Rajput is derived, Rajput word किस word से निकला है? Rajputra से. And Rajputra, the word Rajputra means, as the word indicates, Rajputra. Raj means ruler, Putra means son, the son of ruler. So the word Rajput is derived from Rajputra, and Rajputra means the son of ruler. Between the 8th and 14th century, the term was applied more generally to the group of warriors. Now 8th and 14th century, this term Rajput was mostly applied to the group of warriors. Group of warriors. Group of warriors को सब क्या बोलते थे? क्षत्रिय, Kshatriyas. Now, as you are aware, in the 6th standard, might you have understood or learned, if you remember, that the caste Indian society was divided into different castes. Different castes means Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra. Brahmins were on the topmost category. Then, after Brahmins, who were there? Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas were the ruling class. Ruling class means rulers. So the Rajputs were the rulers, and that is why they belong to the Kshatriya caste. Clear? Then the term included not just rulers and chieftains, but also soldiers, commanders who served in the armies of different monarchs over the subcontinent. Now, this term Rajput not only was used for the rulers, Rajput ruler के लिए ही काम में नहीं लिया गया ये word क्षत्रिय, but ये क्षत्रिय word किसके लिए काम में लिया गया? चेफ्शियंस के लिए भी, मीन्स कमांडर्स के लिए, चीफ जो थे बैटल में जब लड़ने जाते थे, जो राजा के मेन लोग थे, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज चीफ. द कमांडर्स, द सोल्जर्स, इन लोगों के लिए भी ये वर्ड क्षत्रिय यूज किया जाने लगा. who served in the armies of different monarchs, जो कि मोनार्क मीन्स रूलर्स, जो राजा के आर्मी में काम करते थे, राजा के लिए लड़ते थे. They were also called as Kshatriyas. Clear? A chivalric code. Now, what was a chivalric code? Chivalric code means this was the rule that extreme valor and great sense of loyalty were the qualities attributed to Rajputs by their poet and bards. That means the chivalry code. It was a code of conduct. Code of conduct means कैसा behave करना चाहिए राजपूत लोगों को. तो ये qualities होनी चाहिए राजपूत लोगों में. That was known as chivalric code. That means कैसा behavior होना चाहिए राजपूत लोगों का. तो राजपूत लोगों का कैसा behavior होना चाहिए? They should have extreme valor. Extreme valor means बहुत ज़्यादा powerful होने चाहिए वो. And they should have great sense of loyalty. Great sense of loyalty means वो बहुत ज़्यादा faithful होने चाहिए. So this was the chivalric code of conduct. That means these qualities, quality of great strength and quality of faithfulness, that is loyalty, should be there in the Rajput people, and it was given by whom? Poets and bards. At that time, the poets and writers thought that the Rajput people should have these types of qualities in them. Other groups of people such as Marathas, Sikh, Jats, Ahoms, Kayats have also used the opportunities of the age to become politically important. Now, these not only Rajputs were there in the subcontinents, but other people were also there. Other group of people were also there. Which of the group of the people were there? The Marathas, Sikh, Jats, Ahoms, and Kayas. So the Kayas word is used for whom? Kayas word is used for
A caste of
tribes and yes, राजा के जो सेक्रेटरी होते थे, मेन इम्पोर्टेंट पीपल होते थे, और जो स्क्राइब्स होते थे, the one who used to copy the manuscripts, they were termed in the caste called Kayas. Kayas के अंदर ये लोग को इंक्लूड किया गया था. So the not only Rajputs were present, you can underline this. कौन कौन राजपूत के अलावा और कौन था जो कि अपना पॉलिटिकली इम्पोर्टेंस यहाँ पर बना रहा था, इंडिया में आकर पावरफुल बन रहे थे. नॉट ओनली राजपूत बट मराठास, सिख, जाट्स, ahoms and kayats. They also were becoming powerful. They उनको भी मौका मिल गया था भारतवर्ष में आकर के पॉलिटिकली पावरफुल होने का. Clear? Clear? Now, throughout this period, there was a gradual clearing of forest. Gradual clearing of the forest means धीरे धीरे इस पीरियड में 700 to 1750 इस पीरियड जो 1000 पीरियड जो हम बात कर रहे हैं उसमें क्या हुआ. अब ग्रेजुअल क्लियरिंग ऑफ द फॉरेस्ट ऑल्सो स्टार्टेड. ग्रेजुअल क्लियरिंग ऑफ द फॉरेस्ट मीन्स धीरे धीरे फॉरेस्ट को भी क्लियर किया जाने लगा. पेड़ वगैरह काट करके उसको एक तरीके से उसको किस में कन्वर्ट कर दिया गया? एग्रीकल्चर लैंड में. फॉरेस्ट को क्लियर करके एग्रीकल्चर लैंड में क्लियर बना दिया गया. चेंज फास्टर एंड मोर कंप्लीट इन सम एरियाज देन अदर्स. और ये चेंज कहीं पर ज्यादा, कहीं पर बहुत जल्दी और कहीं पर बहुत धीरे, बट चेंजेस हुए. कहीं कम कहीं ज्यादा, but changes do appeared in the subcontinent. That is, the gradual clearing of the forest was there. The forest was converted in agricultural land. ये जो चेंज हुए ये कहीं पर ज्यादा जल्दी हुए, कहीं पर धीरे धीरे हुए, but the changes had appeared. Changes in their habitat forced many forest dwellers to migrate. अब जब फॉरेस्ट को क्लियर कर दिया गया, क्या हुआ? फॉरेस्ट में रहने वाले फॉरेस्ट ड्वेलर्स, जंगल में रहने वाले कौन? आदिवासी लोग. जंगल में रहने वाले आदिवासी लोग, वो लोग को क्या करना पड़ा? अब माइग्रेट करना पड़ा. माइग्रेट मीन्स दे हैड टू लीव their place. Jai Shri, they had to leave their place and they had to move to other place. They had to leave and go to other place means they had to leave the forest area because अब उनका forest area क्या हुआ था? Destroy हो गया था. उसको clear करके agriculture purpose के लिए use कर लिया गया था. That is why they were forced, these forest dwellers जो जंगल में रहते थे, उन लोगों को दूसरी जगह छोड़कर जाना पड़ रहा था. Now what does the word habitat means? This is also the new word for you, habitat. Habitat means, you can underline this here in the side box. Environment of region and social and economic lifestyle of the residents.
and social and economic lifestyle.
Of the residents. Resident means वहाँ के स्पेशली उस पर्टिकुलर एरिया के लोग जो रहते हैं वहाँ पर, उनका एनवायरनमेंट, वो किस सोशल और उनकी इकोनॉमिक लाइफस्टाइल जो वो लाइफ मींस कंटिन्यू करते हैं उस पर्टिकुलर जगह पे, एक दैट इज कॉल्ड एज हैबिटेट. हैबिटेट मींस उनके रहने की जगह. तो फॉरेस्ट ज्वेलर्स की रहने की जगह ले ली गई थी, फॉरेस्ट क्लियर कर दिए गए थे, एंड दैट इज व्हाई दे हैड टू मूव फ्रॉम देयर. Others started tilling the land. अब जो एक जगह से दूसरी जगह चले गए फॉरेस्ट ड्वेलर्स, और कोई कोई तो कहाँ पर क्या काम करने लगे? टिलिंग द लैंड. जब वो एग्रीकल्चर लैंड में कन्वर्ट हो गई इनकी फॉरेस्ट लैंड, तो वो भी एग्रीकल्चर, टिलिंग द लैंड मीन्स कल्टीवेशन, क्रॉप कल्टीवेशन में काम करने लग गए. एंड बिकेम पीजेंट्स. और क्या बन गए? फॉरेस्ट ड्वेलर्स पेजेंट्स बन गए, फार्मर्स बन. Peasants means farmers. These new peasants group gradually began to be influenced by regional market, chieftain, priests, monasteries and temples. और ये फिर इनको किससे ये influence हो गए और किससे ये इनको ये मीन्स इन्फ्लुएंस हुए ये दूसरे लोगों से भी इनका पर बहुत ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट पड़ा जैसे रीजनल मार्केट से चैप्शियन से प्रीस्ट से मोनेस्ट्री से टेम्पल से तो ये इनके अंडर में भी आ गए ये फॉरेस्ट ज्वेलर्स एंड दे बिकेम पार्ट ऑफ लार्ज कॉम्प्लेक्स सोसाइटीज और ये सोसाइटी का एक पार्ट बन गए पहले तो सिर्फ ये क्या थे सिर्फ जंगल में रहते थे सोसाइटी में नहीं थे अब ये सोसाइटी का पार्ट बन गए and were required to pay taxes and when they became the part of the society they were asked to pay taxes and offer goods and services to the local lords तो ये टैक्स पे करना अब इन्होंने जरूरी हो गया इनके लिए because they were now part of the society and they had to also give the services to the local lords जो landlords होते थे उनके लिए उनको काम करना पड़ने लगा so I end here only today. In our next class, we will continue this paragraph because the time is running short. So, today I end up here only. Clear? So, read it till here and come in our next class. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So, that's all for
Okay,
today.
ma'am.